This is how, if you're starting out as a content creator, this is what you want to be doing. This is what you want to be thinking about. So, new stream. I'm going to tell you guys like how to actually build a social media brand if you're looking to do it. Specifically from a YouTube sort of standpoint, because that's kind of the angle I'm taking here. If you're trying to build other platforms, probably going to be a slightly different strategy you're going to follow. But this is a strategy. This is my strategy I'm going to be using to build my YouTube and overall social media brand. Social media brand with YouTube being the focus. I took like an hour, 2 hours, or whatever, however long I took to rate this, and I actually wrote up an action plan here. So this is something that is common in business when you make some sort of plan, or when you need to achieve an objective in business, like if you do a meeting or something. To do a meeting correctly, you would write up an action plan, or you would come out of the meeting with an action plan. And following this action plan is basically write up the action plan, and then you follow it to achieve whatever the goal is that you're trying to achieve. So my action plan with this channel and my content and what I'm doing here is pretty much as follows. So I wanted to know where will my content live. So I said I'm going to restream to YouTube and Facebook, or to YouTube and Twitch, possibly Facebook, but that requires $20 a month. And I'm going to be using restream.io to do that, which is arguably the best service to do that with. There's only one other, and it's not as good in my opinion. I will take the full YouTube VODs. I will mark them as unlisted once the stream is over. I'll put the link to the VOD in the description of any YouTube video I create from that stream. That way you guys can still, if someone wants to watch the whole VOD, they can still get it, but it won't actually display in my channel breakdown. I might change that in the future. I'm not really sure. I will take then I'm going to take the VOD. I'm going to edit it down so that I can make a nice, concise, clear YouTube video out of it, and then upload that to YouTube normally, and then make catchy thumbnail and title and do that. So then I needed to answer the question, okay, what will my content actually be? So for me, it's going to be talks around the following topics: business, social media, growth and branding, self-help, self-development, health, fitness, and I'm going to sprinkle in a little spirituality. And when I say spirituality, what I really mean is like, mainly it's pertaining to like Eastern philosophy, because I feel like there's a lot to learn there, especially in the context of self-help, self-development, and health and fitness. So it's not really like a topic I'm going to talk about a lot. It's just like a supporting topic to my other main things. Occasionally I'll have guests on to do like brand breakdowns, and to do if I think someone has something interesting to talk about, I'll have them on and we'll do that. It'll be a lot of fun. And then I wanted to know how I'm going to produce it. Basically, it'll be 1 to 2 planned streams. And by planned, I mean I'm going to write up notes, and everything is going to be like ready to go. So it's going to be planned out. I'm going to have notes ready to go. I'm going to have, if I have a guest, I'm going to have them ready to go. Like the whole thing is going to be pre-planned and planned out, ready to go. I will take those talks, I will edit them down, post them on YouTube like we talked about before. I will make a post on LinkedIn featuring the link to that YouTube video to try and drive up its off-platform views, which are weighted higher in the YouTube algorithm than on-platform views. I will take that post, I will natively upload it to Facebook, because in the Facebook algorithm, natively uploaded YouTube videos are weighted higher than both pictures and text, period. So that's what I'm going to do there, and that'll get me into the Facebook watch algorithm, which there's a lot of ground to be grabbed up there. Then I'm going to take clips from those. I might take clips from those YouTube videos if they're interesting, and upload them to Twitter and Instagram, but they're going to be very secondary platforms. I probably won't be using them too much. The last thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking the audio from these YouTube videos, strip it out, and upload it to Anchor.fm. And what Anchor.fm is, it's a free site you can sign up for, and it will automatically syndicate audio you upload to it as a podcast. So it's a podcasting site. It will automatically syndicate it to Apple Apple Podcasts. It'll syndicate it to Google Podcasts, Spotify, and any other. I think iHeartRadio is on there. Like any other podcast app that you like, Anchor.fm will syndicate it there. And you also get like a your own page. So Anchor.fm/John Heisler will give you like an actual page that will have like all the different stuff that you can listen to if you want to do it that way. So that's kind of the plan here. And part of the reason I wanted to talk about it right now is because like this is how, if you're starting out as a content creator, this is what you want to be doing. This is what you want to be thinking about. You want to make sure you build up a plan and you set yourself up for success here, right? So like what I'm doing here is I'm leveraging other platforms to try and grow this YouTube channel as quickly as possible. And I say as quickly as possible, but the timeline I'm expecting is 2 years, right? This is a 2-year timeline I'm expecting here, for this to gain any sort of meaningful traction. But I think it's doable, and I think especially if I'm leveraging things like LinkedIn. LinkedIn's going to be a huge linchpin in this, I think, because LinkedIn you can make a LinkedIn post and it'll get like 3,000 some odd views with like no following. And if you can do that and you get 3,000 views on a YouTube video that are off platform from LinkedIn, those views are weighted higher in the YouTube algorithm, and that video will pop off, especially if you get them pretty closely. So if I don't have at least 1K in 2 years, if it's growing that slowly, we'll see. If it's like a really slow growth, you can always like change up content, like it requires doing this kind of thing requires a lot of self-reflection.